Alright, hello. So this is basically me capturing my trading journey. So I just make YouTube videos with capturing and journaling my adventure of becoming a profitable trader. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so check. So this trade was the 5th of August. I'm on the lower time frame, the 15 minutes. Normally I trade around 1 hour to 4 hour time frame. I like the high time frame, but I'm going on the lower time frame in order to be better with my entries. Makes sense? Okay, so here I had a very nice trade played out. Risk reward to 2. Simply said, I looked on the left side on a lower time frame and I saw these price points here. If you look at this red line, you see here the highs, rejection, and then you see a very interesting point here. This one, which also made like, oh, something happened here. And if you look on the left, we did see there was indeed something. So based upon that, I made an entry on this trade. Stop loss until like the lower end. I could have made it smaller, much smaller. Oh shit. 3.5% is kind of high. Normally I'm around the 2% max-ish. So this stop loss could have been around here. And we would have completely covered the top part and a little bit under it. That's what I normally am comfortable about. So the trade played out really nicely, as you can see here. But I think my stop loss could have been better. So nice reflection. I didn't even realize that before making this video. Same here. I made a small trade, sort of within the trade. You could say whatever. Same concept here. I based my entry in the middle part. I looked at the interaction points here. If you look at this red line, I see like a lot of interaction here in the middle part. So I was kind of confident this would have been a support level. So I placed a trade upon here. And in my experience, when I see trades like this, where there's like a lot of like compression, where the volume is just being very pressed, in my experience, it did not break through. So it played out very nicely. I think this was a kind of a risk trade, to be honest. I can't really explain it. That's rough. Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. Damn, it's so hard to explain your thoughts before placing a trade. Now that I'm making these videos, like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, this was on the 8th of August, 9th of August. Okay, so I had this trade placed. Same concept. If you look at this red line here, and we look at these top parts here, I saw interaction points. Like, hey, the chart for Ethereum tried to push through. It couldn't. If you look at this, a big reduction. Eventually, we made a very nice movement towards the upside here. So I was like, Then we swap, and this will be resistance. Because it's basically this concept. Like this. Boom, beam, boom. So I played kind of this concept around here. Basically, beep, boom, bam. See? Easily. But the funny thing is, I did not get filled here. Look at this. $2. I missed this trade. I was like, shit. Do I remove my trade? And I said, oh, let me have patience. This is the first time the price reached that, I guess, price point. Or it reached for the first time this kind of the tops. So I was like, okay, let me keep the trade. By the way, if I would have filled, it would have been played out very nicely. So I just waited. And eventually I got filled in. That was right around here. And it played out very nicely. Like at least once. Like they barely made it out. I closed around 75% of my trade, I think, on the top here. At 25%, I think I closed it around here on the 2660. So I always have a plan. I try to learn or teach myself to close my trade at certain price points. So if this my trade is filled in here, then close like 50% around. Let's say, for example, around here, like at the half point. So I at least have 50% profit. One of my biggest mistakes, I mean, still is a little bit, that I don't close my trades. And yeah, trust me, you do not want to do that. You do not want that. You will, oh boy, you will regret that. Oh, let me tell you that. Greed is a big thing. Okay, then if we go more on the right side, I also had a nice trade. This was like a small retest, same concept. I saw this, I saw support level here, and then we played this. So I was like, let me display a simple retest. This looked very finely, nothing crazy happening. This was kind of like an empty area-ish, and I saw there was a lot of volume here as well. It's like a simple retest. I'll play this out. Played perfectly out, which is like, wow, damn, that's a sniper, Suzanne. Nice. This trade I did not play. I was sleeping, but sometimes I'm backtesting and I'm not placing trades because I'm still new to certain moments with trading or what's happening in the chart. So I was like, okay, I will not touch it, but let me backtest this and see how it will play out. And it actually played out very nicely. Close to stopping out, but I had a very nice stop loss, 1.3%, which is fine. I try to stay between 1 and 2%. The only thing is I would not have reached my target. And if I look at the chart wise, I think it plays it very too high. If we look at what the price did, I could have played more on the bottom side of this construction here. It could not get through the volume, so which was maybe not the nicest. But I did not play this one out. This one, oh yeah, I fucked myself over here. I'm not gonna lie. This could have been a very nice trade, but my entry was far too high because I wanted to play like a retest here, kind of ish. I was like, oh, I could do it again, and nope, it did not play out like that. If you look at the construction, it went much lower. If we go on the higher time frame, because I was too, to my feeling, I was too zoomed in on the 15 minutes, while I also rated the 1 hour to 4 hours. Because I like the bigger movements more, but I'm teaching myself to be a bit more familiar with the lower time frame, so I could be better with my entries. If it makes sense. And if I look at here, on the, this is the 1 hour time frame on Ethereum. And if we look at this here, where's my push? Here, you see like a lot of interaction points. Our price did not really go down. Of course, candles, but that's fine. So I'm sure if I would have zoomed out, which I did not because I was too, I could have had a much better entry. I would have placed my entry lower. I would have covered this part here up to 1%. Then I would have played around this top part here. My RR wouldn't be the greatest, but I would have tried this trade to get some experience out, right? Because I'm not a professional trader, I'm not a big trader with like a lot of capital. I'm still in the learning process of becoming a trader. So I think I would have played this on the lower side, but I did not because I was too hyper focused on the lower time frame. So I made a mistake and it's fine. So I gotta remind myself, go from the top to the bottom, like, hey, I'm on 1 hour, then go to 15 minutes, and then put your way down, whatever is comfortable for you. So for me, I would not go lower than 15 minutes. I think that's a fine sweet spot. If I look at this chart here, hey, here's a lot of interaction, a lot of downward, price hovered around here, and it went up again. So my next scenario is, I think I would honestly wait this part a bit out. I will not touch any trading because this feels a bit, what the fuck is price gonna do? It's like compressed. Does it make sense? Compressed? I think that's the right word. It looks very compressed to me. I'm not really familiar with this, so I'll let it be as it is. I will not trade, and I will just see whatever's gonna happen, because I feel like we're trading in a certain range right now. If you look at this, right? I'll make a box to visualize it for you guys. Jesus. Yeah, here we go. I feel like this is like a box that we're trading in, right? Right? And within this price range, it's like a small box here as well. And I'm like, oh, he's already a bit on the lower middle end of this range. I'm like, I'm not gonna touch it. It feels like a bit like, this feels more like gambling to me instead of like having clear points of an entry. So I'll wait this out. I'm not gonna touch, and I just see whatever the price is gonna do. So this was my first video of my trading journey, and yeah, see you to the next one. Bye.